right, hey, done. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Let me see if I can. We've got a whole bunch of nasty supposedly heading this way. So Tuesday, tomorrow, rain's supposed to start coming in at 2 a.m. 1, 2, 3 little babies. And it's going to be high winds, 20 to 30 miles per hour sustained with gusts 30 plus. Let me take this off here. Baby Marmar. I just took the camera off the tripod so I could show your cuteness. And then what? You just leave me? Fine. So we are prepping for real January. So real January is coming. 999. 9. And I'm trying to get hay down here for the next week, essentially, because we're going to be in this trough pattern where it's, good morning, princess. Or, I'm sorry, Queenie. Good morning, Queenie. Num, 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 nums. We're going to be in this trough pattern where it's going to be cold, windy, and then it's going to be just about every other day is going to be either rain or snow, or rain and snow. Where we live in Ohio, you could have all 4 seasons in one day. So we're preparing for that inevitability. That's not inevitable, but preparing for the possibility of that. This is Boots, and we are taking Boots to the vet today because Boots has a problem with her toe bean. Here's her toe bean. The problem with that is Boots is, you guys know, she is quasi-wild. She will let me pick her up, and I think I'm capable of picking her up just off of the ground enough to put her in a carrier and get her to the vet. Thank you guys for continuing to order soap. Somebody's cha-ching just popped up on my screen as I was over there shooting. So that's what happens when you're... Hi, baby. Got it? You got it? You got it. Good job, honey. Why do you want to come up here and look for food when you left food in your bowl? Thanks, Edla. Edla's order just came through. So thank you. So I'm going to get the rest of the hay down here. The boys are, I already stacked them up to the ceiling. So their hay bin is on the ground. It's on the floor like this, obviously. And then I fill it, and then I just keep filling it until it's not touching the ceiling, but close to the ceiling. Look, I don't know. She gonna have babies, and they're both gonna be drinking off of her. You're gonna be drinking off your mama, with your baby's drinking off your mama. She'd probably feed them. Thanks for your order, Hannah. I guess everybody's just jumping on the Etsy and seeing there's still soap out there, so that's cool. We're going to leave that up until Thursday at 10 p.m. and or whatever time I get back from the goat barn. Sometimes it's 10 p.m., sometimes it's 10:30, depends on how the girls are acting. We'll do what we did last time, which is leave everything up there until 10:30 on Thursday. 10:30. I'm assuming anybody who might want it will have gotten it by then. I did have some extra oil left over from the V-Day soaps. Since our soaps cure for 1 month before we sell them, I'm going to use the rest of the oil to make whatever soaps I can. It'll be the same V-Day pattern. And we'll just drop those in the March restock, so you guys can get your hands on whatever is left. The V-Day was kind of a late ad, so I didn't have a lot of time to actually produce. And the hardest part about producing the V-Day is actually making all the roses for the top. So I had to have enough roses to make as much soap as I could, and I can only make 12 roses a day. So then those roses had to be, so I made 12 a day for as many days as I possibly could to make as much soap as I possibly could. But we bought a ton of oil, and we did have a little bit left over. I ran out of roses, so I had to stop making. So I'll make some roses this month, and I'll get the soaps made, and we'll get whatever's left on the Etsy restock. It's still beautiful soap, even though we're calling it V-Day. It doesn't have to be a V-Day soap. It can just be a beautiful soap that sits in your bathroom. But look, I know a lot of y'all buy soaps just to make your bathroom pretty. I had this wonderful little grandma one time told me she bought our Oceanside soap, and she loved it so much that she remodeled her bathroom around the colors in the V-Day soap. So that's flattering, of course. Hot beauty. So that's pretty much it here. I got to get everything. All the orders are already packed. So we crushed it this weekend. We were like on fire, and we got all the orders packed. So I'm going to run those to the post office, and then I got to come back here and try to catch a cat and take her to the vet. Problem is, the appointment they gave me is kind of mid-afternoon, so it's right in the middle of my day, which makes it challenging to actually get anything else done. I can't just whoop up some soap unless I have enough time to complete a batch. So it's going to mess up my Monday, but that's what Mondays are for. What are you doing, heifer? Oh, a little cookie Stevie Wonder. Hi, baby. I know, I crouched to pet. As soon as I crouched to pet, she's like, nah. How? Look, if you're just going to be rude, you didn't even have to go that far. My arms aren't that long. You could have just been, it would have been more rude if you were like right off the end of my fingertips. Oh, hi. Somebody just tugged on my shirt. Good morning. Really worried about next week, guys. We are going to get into some real January. Like I said, the weather is going to be up and down and sideways, and literal sideways rain. Calling for an inch of rain tomorrow with a little bit of a day off on Wednesday, and then another half inch to an inch on Thursday. And any of this could be snow or rain. Rough calculation, 1 inch of rainfall calculates to 10 inches of snow. So depending on what happens, we'll see if we end up with a lot of snow or a lot of rain. And then next week, it's going to drop down. Highs are going to be in the 20s and lows are going to be in the teens. So the high's not in the 20s. High's below the 20s. Like the high next Wednesday is like 19 degrees. So it's going to get real. And that's what Januaries in Ohio are for. Survival. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's trying to fight everybody. He's like, what's up, son? He's fighting Mel. He did a little twirl around like he was going to get latte, and then I don't think he was actually trying to fight Snickers. I think he was trying to create space. Who you guys smell? Who you smelling? You're smelling someone. Who is it? Anybody know? Face only your mother could love. Hi, boys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not letting you chew my finger. I'm not letting you chew my finger. I'll give you a boop. 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 Who else wants a boop? Can I boop you? Can I give you a boop? Jelly, do you want a boop? No boop? My boys. All right, well, the ladies are going to drive you crazy. I know. I'm thinking it might be Little Miss there. Jummy Drumstick. Because Captain Awesome over here was rolling up on her yesterday. Mr. Confident. That could be like your big time wrestler name. Mr. Confident. All right, stuff to do, little time to do it. All right, we made it to the vet. Yes, you didn't try to kill me too much, did you? You like the sound of my voice? I know you know the sound of my voice. But she is pretty upset. Well, the girls. Sparkle was very concerned. All the girls looking around, seeing what I'm doing with their kitty. So guys, the prognosis is not good. Most likely going to be a tumor. Basically a hypertrophic osteopathy, I believe is what she said. Which is tumors that cats get when it spread from the lungs. When they get lung tumors, it basically starts metastasizing in other parts of the bodies, like specifically the toes are very, very common. Hey, baby. Hey, look here. Boots. Bootsy. Okay, baby. I want to be as gentle as possible with her. There you go, baby. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was way better than I thought it was going to be, honey. I'm sorry. I know. I had to. I know I had to. Okay. So there's the toe bean. So it's not good. So essentially, they develop a cancer in their lungs, and it'll come out in their toes or other parts of their bodies. Typically, this type of lung tumor comes out in cats' toes. And so right now, hi baby, Momo. Right now, it's going to be surgery on Friday. Potentially, we'll take her in. They'll knock her out. They'll do a chest x-ray or CAT scan or whatever. Not sure what they're going to do. They'll need to look at her lungs and see how badly her lungs are impacted. And potentially cut off the toe, pending what her lungs look like. Now, sadly, I'm not sure which decision to make if they look at her lungs and they're full of tumors. She's shown no sign of not having a good quality of life. She was actually out hunting. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm trying to shoot a video. She was actually out hunting when I came over to get her for the vet visit. The only time I just noticed it last night, she was walking past me and she flicked her foot really weird. And I was like, what do you got going on there? And then she did it again, so I went over and I kind of looked real close at her toe, and you could see that it looked like that. I know. I was really concerned that right there is what she does. Are you good, honey? You can go on with your day. Go back to hunting and whatever you were doing before I messed with you. See her flicking her back foot. Yeah. So that is where we are, and I will keep you guys, as you know, I'll keep you updated on Friday when that rolls around. Take her back. They're going to put her under, do a chest x-ray or a CAT scan or something. Not a CAT scan. I don't think that's right. Whatever they're going to do, they're going to look at her lungs, and then we will go from there and see if her lungs are full of tumors due to the cancer and they cut her toe off. You better not pull that thread, girl. She likes her goatees, but I don't know about biting her tail. Are you trying to die? You're just trying to snip it? All right. So if her lungs are full of tumors, and they cut the toe off, most likely it'll just pick another toe to spread to, and then she's shown no signs of not having a good quality of life. She hasn't even looked sick. She hasn't slowed down. So it's going to be a tough call whether or not we put her down now or we put her down if she starts getting sick. I don't know. It'd be something I guess we'll probably have to play by ear. We don't want her obviously to suffer. If she's running around with her lungs full of tumors, we obviously don't want her to not have a good quality of life. Oof. What's going on, chunkies? So that's where we are, and we will see you guys tomorrow.